Alright, so before we start, what we're thinking about here in this being spontaneous scene is we're talking about Truman letting go of the control. What we also see a lot of is Truman is beginning to question the truth. He's starting to see beyond that facade. You know, he's starting to see beyond this whole opinion or this whole visual option of the truth. And he's starting to say, things aren't adding up, things aren't right. There's something strange going on here. Right, so the scene starts, as we can see, it starts with him in the car with his wife, Meryl. Alright, let's just start watching and then we'll pause as we go.
Let's go now. I'm ready to go ahead. Nobody gathers no moss. Rolling stone catches the fire, right?
Really important here is this scene, write this down. This scene is a combination at the start of mid-shots. Mid-shots of the character showing they're conversing. The irony in this at the moment, and the dramatic irony, is that both characters at this point in time are pretending. Truman's pretending that everything's fine. Meryl's pretending that everything's fine when dramatic irony, so that means we know more than they do, we know that this can't be true. Alright, so Truman's about to take us on a different adventure. Alright, it's going to be spontaneous. And that's something that Christoph can't control. Christoph can't control Truman being spontaneous. He can try, but as individuals and as part of our identity, that's something we're given the right to be. Spontaneous and to have choices and make decisions. In that scene, we saw the license plate. What was the slogan? Sea Haven, a nice place to live. Right, irony. Write that down. Irony, a nice place to live. Why is it irony? It's irony because, yeah, it's idyllic, but Truman's the only one that lives there. And it's a nice place because who's controlled that? Christoph. Yeah? He's created this idyllic setting. He's created this idyllic scenario. Right, we see the car now driving towards us, and we start to see these other cars come out.
We know! I'm getting spontaneous! Somebody help me! I'm being spontaneous!
Right, this is actually a really important scene. So the camera shot here, let's write this down. The camera shot is the bird's eye view. And we see the side of the roundabout. The roundabout is very symbolic of his state of mind at the moment. Why do you think the roundabout might be symbolic of how he's feeling at the moment? Yeah, it symbolises his confusion. You know, it symbolises how confused he is, and this is really important. Write this down. It symbolises his confusion about who he is, who his identity is. He's going around and around in circles. He's being controlled, and that confusion, that chaos that's ensuing from it. Right? So we see him constantly go around this roundabout. We also noticed in the scene before, Meryl looked directly at the camera, pleading for help. So we see this contrast between a really happy, excited Truman who wants to be spontaneous, who wants to break free from that control. Then, of course, we see the image of Meryl who's terrified. Why? Because, not because of her safety, well maybe, but also because this could be the end. She's trying to signal to them that things aren't right.
What about Atlantic City? That's right, I do go. So why would you want to go there? Because I never have. That's why people go places, isn't it?
So once again, we get this comment on the individuality straight away. You know? We as human beings, we talked about this yesterday, we want to discover, we want to go outside our boundaries. And he says here, well, why do you want to go there? Because people do. That's what people want to do. They want to go visit places, don't they? So it's these questions about the discovery and the individual discovery.
Locked at every turn. Beautifully synchronized, don't you agree?
First moment of doubt. His quote, write the quote down. Beautifully synchronized, don't you agree? He's starting to pick up that things aren't right with how synchronized the cars come out to block him. I'm blocked at every turn. Beautifully synchronized, would you agree? We're starting to see that doubt. As an individual, Truman, write this down, Truman is questioning his identity. We get this sense of questioning who he is, questioning the society that he's in, questioning his values, questioning the truth that he thought his whole life centered on. Right, and that's really important.
So what was the quote?
The quote that he said was, perfectly synchronized, wouldn't you agree? This whole idea is synchronization is the opposite to what life is, because life is not synchronized. Yeah, it's the opposite. Life is spontaneous. Life is making choices, making decisions. And he's saying perfectly synchronized, as if it's robotic, as if his life, the society in which he lives in, is mechanic, robotic. And the irony of that is what? That it is. You know, the irony is that, you know what? The society that Truman's in is fabricated, is synchronized, is controlled.
You're blaming me for the traffic?
Should I?
Truman, let's go home.
You're right. We could be stuck here for hours. It could be like this all the way to Atlantic City. Let's go back. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is.
Can you please stop that?
Yes, I can. I changed my mind. This world is like this time of year.
Alright, look at his reactions. What's happening to him? Well, he's going crazy, but it's not just a physical crazy, it's showing his mental state. He's showing being spontaneous. He's showing, acting in unusual ways, acting differently from the script. Write that down. He acts differently from the script. And she just keeps saying, can you stop, can we go home, can we go home? So he acts differently off the script, he acts spontaneous, and it shows that he is starting to question his identity. He's broken free. From the constraints of the society. He's broken free from that. He's experimenting. Very different to that first initial scene where we see Truman walk out of his house and he's like, good morning, and in case I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That politeness. All of that, or pretentious sort of politeness is washed away in this scene.
Say hello.
It's magic. You're not right in the head. You want to destroy yourself? You do it on your own.
I think I'd like a little fun.
Alright, and that ends that scene.